I don't want to ramble on too much. And then I got another knife I'm going to show you that I got last summer, like 2 summers ago, and it's probably my favorite knife ever. I'll show you that at the very, very end of the video. Well, very end, showing my survival stuff at least. Alright, here, I'm not going to open this up, but here we have, it's packed waterproof matches in there. You know what, I'm going to open this up. It's got waterproof matches in this little container. It's got like 25 of them or something. And there's strike paper in there. And it's also like a steel right here. You scrape your knife against it or whatever, it will spark. I got more newspaper in here. I got a couple of small carabiner clips just to hold stuff together. Got this whistle. I have one of the carabiner clips has a compass and a thermometer on it. The compass works better. The thermometer doesn't work so well. It's like stuck on 80. And it's obviously not 80 all the time. Got potable aqua water tablets, water purification tablets, Sharpie. I have this little sewing kit, and in it I have the 3-pound test fishing line hooked up to a needle. I could sterilize it with a flame if I ever need to sew myself up if I got cut. And if it was really bad, you know, I could use that quick clot and then sew myself up. I have magnesium fire starter, and you know, it's got this great steel on it. For some reason, this steel is not wanting to strike. There, you see the spark now? Good one. If you get it going right, there's virtually no way that you won't get a spark. Good sparks. And then I have this little snake bite kit, which I'm going to open up and show you real quick. It's a rip-off brand of Coleman. It's called Coughlin's. I think that's how you say it. But it's this little snake bite kit, and you know, it's got these 2 little suction cups, like will stick to your skin, so you can suction out venom after you cut it open with the scalpel that's in here. If you cut the bite open because it's swelled, you just slice it open. It's got a pretty good suction. I already got a red ring on my hand. And then in here, you know, you got the scalpel, and you got instructions, and you have this little vial of povidone iodine, which is, I guess, what you're going to use as anti-venom. I got Ziploc plastic bags. I have a roll of duct tape. You can never go wrong with duct tape. Plastic trash bags, the small size. In here, have another whistle, a clothesline. I have this little multi-tool that my uncle gave me. It's got a flashlight on it. Doesn't really work. But it opens up. And it's got pliers. The flashlight's on one side, and then it's got a file, and then a knife blade and another small little tool on the other side. I only hope I haven't been out of the shot of the camera the whole time. And then I got big lighter. I think it's symbolic of the outdoors because it has this little elk on it. Yeah, it's an elk, not a deer. Another thing I have, which I don't have with me, is a machete. I have a machete, Coughlin's brand again. Crap. Gotta seal this up right. I have 5 of these little emergency blankets. They reflect the heat back to your body. I've got 5 of them. They were 74 cents, marked down from like $4.50 at Kmart. This is terrible. They were 74 cents. I don't know why. But the good deals you find. Crazy. Zip ties. I have several sheets of aluminum foil in here for cooking. I have this camping tube tent. I got off of Amazon. I have a 3-pack of 0.7 mil. 0.7 mil, that's the thickness of these plastic drop cloths. 0.7 mil, I know you want to go for like 1 or 2 mil, and anything below that is pushing it for shelter. But, you know, here is a good winter shelter right here. One of these, you use duct tape or whatever, and you find a little place to make shelter. Like if it's winter and you want to get out of the cold and the wind and the rain and the snow, what you do, you want to get a little fire started first, because you know fire is probably one of the most essential things other than shelter, so that, you know, if it's snowy, depending on what time of year it is, if it's snowy, it depends, but there could be bears around. You want a fire to warn off any bears or any predator, because animals have an instinctive fear of fire. But anyways, you take this mylar blanket. I'm not even sure if it's real mylar, but it's reflective. So you put it against the back of where you're hiding. Say there's a fallen tree and there's like a big area of like roots, and you know there's kind of an overhang. You know what I mean? You put the mylar blanket against this side, and then you drape the plastic drop cloth over this side, so you have like a little contained shelter. And the fire, it like sends the heat. It goes through this plastic, like through car windshield and windows. It gets really hot if it's sealed up pretty much inside, like during the summer. Well, it's still going to do that during the winter, you might have noticed. So the heat goes in through the plastic, and it's trapped in there because of the plastic. But not only is the heat trapped in there, it's reflected back onto you because of this emergency blanket. I learned that from Cody Lundeen, actually. I got 2 emergency hooded ponchos that I actually got from my aunt, because she got me a little camping kit, like a hammer for stakes and all that stuff. And I thought, why not make that bigger? I have clothes in here. I'm not well prepared for winter. I have t-shirts, 2 t-shirts, 2 pairs of socks, and 2 pairs of underwear, and a pair of like athletic shorts in here. I'm gonna add sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt sometime, once I get space. I got this on Amazon. It's a folding shovel that you tighten and it turns into a shovel. You know, zombie time weapon. Survival, dig a pit shelter. dig a hole, or you can make a warm bed. I learned how to make a warm bed off of YouTube. You dig a pit, it's called a Dakota fire pit, and what you do, put sticks in one side, and there's a tunnel, comes up to the other side, and that's where you want to, like, the air comes in because of the low pressure created by the heat, draws the air in and keeps it fueled, and you can cook over top of that, and then you can push that all down in the hole and put dirt over it whenever you're all done, and you got a heated bed for the night, as long as you don't catch on fire. I'm coming down to my last item. I got 4 more items. First one, bag of pepper, even though I already have salt and pepper packets. A bag of salt, even though I already have salt and pepper packets. And a bag of sugar. And also, I have packets of instant coffee. Well, not instant coffee, but packets of coffee from a hotel that I recently stayed at with my mom and my sister, my stepdad. And you know, you use those in like an apocalyptic situation. You know, when people, there's nothing, like riots on the streets, people are going crazy for nicotine and going crazy for caffeine because they're basically drugs that you can become dependent on. If you have coffee, it might save your life. You might not get mugged to death. And here comes my favorite item, probably my favorite knife at least. Got this at the Shippensburg Fair. It's the only fixed blade knife I have. This is awesome. I mean, you might say, oh, it's just a knife. Well, this is my favorite freaking knife. So, it's awesome. It's got a little hole. You can put something so you could wear it up here. It'd be dangerous if you fall, but wear a necklace knife. Even though I'm pretty sure it's a little big to wear as a necklace knife, and I'm not going to stick it down there because that's retarded. Do you have any ideas for me? Like ideas on a channel name, maybe. I gotta make something short up, but if you guys come up with a good name, hopefully give me some good views. Tell me what you think I should do next.